Hello, I'm Shelley Cameron, CEO of Philadelphia International Airport and Northeast Philadelphia Airport. I'm excited to share with you our 2020 Year in Review video featuring the voices of our amazing staff. The City of Philadelphia's Division of Aviation started 2020 on a high note, having set record levels for passengers in 2019. We had no idea at the time of the chaos that would begin just a few short months later. Despite the challenges of 2020, our team came together and worked really hard to make sure that PHL and PNE remained open and operational. We adapted to new health and safety measures. We collaborated on innovative solutions to problems posed by the global pandemic, and we maintained a safe and welcoming environment for our guests, our colleagues, and our stakeholders. Rather than focus on the negatives of 2020, members of the Division of Aviation team and our partner organizations will walk you through the year, month by month, featuring events and activities that gave us hope. Thank you for your continued support of PHL and PNE. Stay safe.
Back in January, PHL decided to test biometric exit technology. We selected 3 different vendors in which to test here in A West at gates A14, 15, and 16. We worked with Customs and Border Patrol, and we established a list of success criteria in which to judge from. Over the course of 3 months, we tested the technology with real passengers. Unfortunately, we had to stop a little bit early because of COVID, but even so, we were able to put together a full analysis of how biometric exit worked here at PHL. Right now, we're in the design stage for putting an implementation together for all of A East and A West, and we'll hopefully go to RFP later this year.
Hi, I'm Clarence Lejeune, President and CEO of Lejeune & Associates and joint venture partner for Marketplace PHL. One of the goals that we've always set as a company is to make sure that we provide access and opportunity for minority business throughout the city of Philadelphia. The Philadelphia Tribune is certainly a perfect example of that. Its history of over 185 years of being the only black-owned newspaper in the United States certainly signifies their presence and the purpose that they're here in the airport. Congratulations to the Philadelphia Tribune, congratulations to Philadelphia International Airport, and happy Black History Month.
Through mid-fiscal year 2020, PHL's passenger traffic was actually trending almost 5% ahead of where we had been in a historically record-setting year in 2019. Then, in March 2020, the wheels came off, and the impacts of COVID-19 and the related travel restrictions that came about because of the pandemic were felt all over. We, in essence, had little to no passengers in our terminals, and therefore that meant little to no revenue coming in for the airport. Airports, however, were deemed essential infrastructure, and we had to remain open. One of the saving graces was the CARES Act funds that were authorized by the federal government early to help airports. PHL was able to use these funds to pay operating expenditures and debt service when we were hurting the most.
Good morning, my name is John Butterworth and I work for Atlantic Aviation here at Philly International Airport. With the advent of the pandemic, we were asked to assist on the offload of 5 cargo flights bringing in much needed PPE to the East Coast. With the help of American Airlines, we did just that, offloading 1 million masks in each of those flights. That was our contribution to the fight against the pandemic, and we are proud to be a part of it in the little way that we were.
In May 2020, Austin Bergstrom International Airport invited PHL, along with other North American airports, to participate in a music festival called Jetstream. Each airport was asked to invite one artist to participate. PHL chose Chill Moody, known as Philadelphia's musical ambassador.
George Floyd was killed in Minneapolis, Minnesota, while in police custody, which sparked worldwide civil unrest. The PHL community came together on Juneteenth to honor George Floyd by kneeling in solidarity for 8 minutes and 46 seconds, which the police officer had his knee on George's neck. we want to make this an annual event.
The Division of Aviation received in total $58.6 million in grants from the FAA, TSA, and PennDOT in calendar year 2020. That included $9.1 million in AIP grants for reconstructing the main runway at Northeast Philadelphia Airport, runway 624. Runway 624 was constructed over 20 years ago and accounts for approximately 60% of the traffic and had severe distresses that required full-depth reconstruction. The project itself was broken up into 3 packages to maximize FAA funding. Package 1 is complete. We're wrapping up Package 2, and Package 3 will begin after the winter season.
Immediately following the death of George Floyd and the ensuing local and national civil unrest, PHL established a Racial Equity Advisory Council to drive meaningful change and lasting impact throughout the airport community. The council is addressing the systemic racism that has permeated throughout our industry, our city, and our nation for far too long. One of REACT's first steps was hosting several virtual town halls on racial and social justice. The town halls provided a space for a dialogue to begin about racial inequity, social injustice, and how to strengthen diversity and a culture of belonging throughout the airport.
In September, PHL was thrilled to welcome back its transatlantic flights. We are the transatlantic hub for American Airlines, but we were unable to receive any transatlantic flights since March due to a presidential proclamation. Due to the efforts of the local community, businesses, residents, our elected officials, we all lobbied together to remove those restrictions. Because of that lobbying effort, PHL was able to receive its first flights from BA and Qatar in late September. A large part of that was due to the CASERT program, the first incentive program in the U.S. that was developed specifically to recover traffic lost due to the pandemic.
The Business Opportunity Forum is a premier business diversity event in the region. It brings together business owners from across the greater Philadelphia region to hear about new projects and initiatives at the airport and to network with PHL executives, business partners, regional and national business leaders. This year, the BOF was held virtually, and we had about 400 participants. Of those, 62% represented minority and women-owned firms, and only 31% of those were under contract with the airport. So we've really focused on trying to bring in new firms to partner on our opportunities.
Hi, my name is Claire with At Your Gate. We're the in-airport order and delivery option for passengers, flight crews, and airline employees. Here at Philadelphia International Airport, we were the first integrated option using Marketplace's website, orderatphl.com, to allow for pickup and delivery for all the customers. At Your Gate's delivery service started as a very cool option to have in airports, especially with the integrated option with the website. However, since the pandemic had started in 2020, delivery has become an essential service for services, especially food industry, to allow for the orderless contact payment processing and delivery for their customers. We're really happy to be here at the airport and hope our customers take advantage, as it is a really great option during these times.
So here we are in December at Philadelphia International Airport, and the airport very quickly identified the need to provide COVID testing as the key to open up travel. So lo and behold, we were able to partner with Jeff, who is the leading healthcare provider in the city of Philadelphia, to provide the much needed COVID testing services, again, to ensure the safety and security for the traveling public at the airport.